the Fed operationalized it by basically saying, we're not going to raise rates until we get to 2% inflation, full employment, and we're confident inflation is going to get to go above 2% for some time in the future. So that means that rates are at zero, even as the economy is beginning to start to overheat. They exacerbated that further by basically saying we can't raise rates until we finish asset purchases, and we can't just end asset purchases. We have to taper asset purchases. And we can't just taper asset purchases. We have to talk about tapering asset purchases before we actually begin to taper. So all these things stretched out the process by which the Fed would actually begin to raise short-term interest rates. And that's really, I think the Fed was probably 6 to 9 months too late. In my mind, once the vaccines were introduced, it was pretty obvious that the economy was going to reopen again. That was probably the time to end the quantitative easing. And then once quantitative easing was over, you had a pretty clear sailing for when you wanted to actually start to lift off. The last war was about inflation was too low.